тетёнка, Катька, и є Петюнька, і є Букулька, і є у мене з відео грибна Катя.
Тарасюнечка, ну я вам же ж не сказав сваритись, обзиватись. Я сказав просто, Катя читає книжку, Тарас грає самостійно гру.
Включаюсь.
А?
Включаюсь. Dear ladies and gentlemen, my dear ladies and gentlemen, friends, people, please help. I know you pray a lot. It's not enough. Please protest. Please help us to stop the war against Ukraine. Please stop Putin. Today, the full-scale invasion into Ukraine has started. Putin attacked Ukraine. It's just the beginning. It's not the end. Please stop Putin. Go on the streets. Go to the embassy of Ukraine. Go to the president's office, whatever. Go on the street and say that you care about Ukraine. Say that you don't want Ukrainians to die, that you want peace in Ukraine. We will fight. But we need help. Because it's not only about Ukraine. If you think that Ukraine is somewhere far away, we are very close. We are living on one planet. And on this planet we have a guy whose name is Putin, who absolutely got crazy. He is the new Hitler. And now I think it's absolutely clear who is who. I think that now there is no doubt what's happening. The guy really attacked the independent state of Ukraine, which is independent for the last 30 years. That is having its own culture, own history, own nation. This guy needs to be stopped. Take the colors of Ukrainian flag. They are very simple. So here I took just two papers. Yes, it's blue and yellow. Yellow means the field of wheat, because Ukrainians are farmers. We have very, very fertile soils where we grow food. And this is the blue sky. Peaceful blue sky. It needs to be blue, clear and peaceful. This country never invades anyone. We just want to be free. We just want to be. We just want Ukraine to exist. Because we are Ukrainians. Je suis Ukrainian. Я українка. Я Україна. This is the picture that I have on my wall. Here is the heart with Ukrainian colors. Here is our bird of Ukrainian colors. Here are these two kids that look like Kaisa and Taras. They left free Ukraine. And what's written here is Незалежність. I remember I bought this picture 8 years ago when Russia attacked Ukraine for the first time. And I did it with my friend, Dasha. And today in the morning at 5 o'clock in the morning, she called me and said that at 6 o'clock in the morning, she called me and said that it started. We ran into the nearest bomb shelter. We saw people that some of them with backpacks were rushing somewhere. The others were keeping calm and just walking with the dogs and smoking. What we do here, my family, we stay in Kiev. We came back to our apartment. We are at home right now. We believe into the Ukrainian army. We believe in Ukraine. And we believe in you guys. We believe that you will not accept what's happening. That you will protect. My husband will go to the Ukrainian army if needed. I don't want him to go. but I will let him go. I will go there myself if needed. The worst that can happen here, with me, I can die. The worst that can happen to my children, they can die. Darina can die, Katya can die, Taras can die, my husband can die. The thing is, anyone can. We cannot live forever. And now it's important for me to know how to die. And I really hope that I will not be scared, that I will be strong. Our army needs to be strong. So please, right now, don't buy me a coffee, please. Please donate to the Ukrainian army. Please support our army. Every single dollar means, because Ukrainians are not rich, but in one day we donated like 20 millions of hryvnias to our Ukrainian army. This money will not be spent right now. You cannot, throw money right now into Putin. But this will be a very long story, and Ukraine will need support. So I hope that I will have a chance to post the bank account of an organization where you can donate to support the Ukrainian army. But what is urgently needed, like today, like right now, like every minute counts, every second. Go and protest. Say that you care. Tell your local politicians that you will not re-elect them if they accept what is happening. Say that this is not appropriate at all. Because it will not start only in Ukraine. Putin is completely crazy. He is really the devil. He is like Hitler. Remember the history? Do you remember this lesson of the history? When everybody thought that Hitler will stop in Poland, but he didn't. We do not need this full-scale war on our planet. Our planet is beautiful. We need to make here love, not war. Guys, go on the street, protest. These are the colors of Ukraine. Like this. After Ukraine, it can be Finland, it can be Sweden, it can be Poland, it can be Romania, it can be Turkey, because the crazy guy wants the way into the sea. He wants money. So he wants Russian fleet to have access to the ocean. And you know how Russian Empire fought it against Turkey to have this access to the ocean? So it's going to happen now again if we do not stop him. First Crimea, then Istanbul. Dear ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for your attention. Please stop sending me personal messages saying, Olena, how are you? Olena, how do you feel? I feel bad. But we are safe and fine for now. So better go on the street and protest. Fight for peace in Ukraine. Stop Putin by all the means, peaceful means so far that you have. Now you can make pressure on your governments. Because if you do not do this now, tomorrow, the bombs will fall on your cities. It can happen. It's unbelievable. I still don't believe that it's really happening. But it's happening. I've heard the noise of explosions this morning. I woke up my children, dressed them up, and we went on the street to hide in a shelter. And we were not sure what's going on. These are my kids. This is Katya. This is Taras. Darina is sleeping. We cannot leave home because she is breathing not very good. She fell ill and she needs inhalations. She needs electricity. If electricity is gone, she will not be able to breathe. So we need urgently your support, your help. People in the USA, in Switzerland, in France, in the United Kingdom, in Qatar, in India, in Canada, wherever you are, please go on the street with Ukrainian colors and protest. Donate money to the Ukrainian army. Help us to stop the crazy guy. You want to sleep? So I didn't take Katya to school and Teres to kindergarten. We stay at home. In the morning we had our training. Kids were doing very well. They were not panicking, they were organized, but they don't really understand what's happening. So people in all the countries, please protest, including Russia. And now I will say, I ask you in Russia, stop your president. It's your president, so it's your responsibility. Maybe it was a mistake to elect such a president, but now it's up to you to decide. Does this Putler, new Hitler, does he represent your desires? Do you really believe that by bombs flying on my city, he brings peace to Ukraine? Ukraine was peaceful for the 30 years. We were doing very well here, growing, developing, learning English, finally, to accept tourists from all over the world. We were traveling, we were visiting European countries, and other countries, accepting people from the other countries here. We were doing quite well. And we will. Please take us to NATO. Please take us to European. Let's stand together against the evil empire of Putin. I believe that there are good people in Russia. Not all of them are bad. But right now, all Russians are becoming the co-criminals of Putin. Now it is responsibility of all Russian people to stop your president. Stop him from being a president. So here we have our bags ready, but we will not leave until we know that it will be safer for us outside than inside Kyiv. So far, the sleeping districts, the infrastructure inside of Kyiv is not bombed. It is all okay. But my children already heard the noise, the sound of explosions and the military airplanes flying above our home. These were Ukrainian airplanes, I hope. So we filled in the water.
What is that now?
You see the color of the water. Yeah, this is what we have. And in my neighborhood, this is the first thing that people did. Our cat is with us. Hello. Meow.
Як це називається? Така буде.
I'm not sure if I will be able to go live again and when. So I will say some more words and I have to think a little more what to do. Because yes, I was in a state of denial for a long time. I didn't believe that it's going to happen, but it's basically happening. So Putin really started the war in Ukraine, against Ukraine, and against the whole civilized, democratic, normal world. It started. But it's not too late to stop it. It's not too late to stop Putin. We are strong. Russia is a big country, but it's not super progressive. And I believe that Russians do not really need this war. Yeah, they have a lot of propaganda, and for decades in the Soviet Union, then now in Russia, people were brainwashed by Putin and predecessors like Stalin. Yes, many of them were imprisoned. Many opposition leaders were just killed, imprisoned. The will of people was broken. The same goes for Belarus. They were trying to protest, but all their protests were dispersed. People are afraid. But I believe, they are not evil. They don't want to kill really anyone. They really want Ukraine to be a peaceful and good country. They are just brainwashed by Putin and the company. Katya is showing that she is angry. Katya is angry. Taras, are you angry? Хай Даринка поспить. Ходи, Тарасінчик. Катруся, ти мене заражаєш, сонечко. Будь ласка. Я скоро прийду, добре? Не стукай. Дякую. So kids need me. They need my support right now. Maybe I will read them a book right now. Yes? I will not be going live very often. Yes? I really count on you. I really hope that you will protest, that you will express, tell your friends what's going on. Ask your friends to protest. If you cannot go on the street, put something Ukrainian on yourself, like these colors, to show that you care. Ukraine is a heartland. We're in the middle of Europe. We're Western Europeans, not Russians. We are Ukrainians. We are attacked. We need help. We need your support. Please protest. Soviet Union is bad. I don't ask you to panic. As you can see, me myself, I stay at home with all of my 3 nice children. Yes, I did not buy any tickets to run away. I'm not driving right now somewhere outside of Kyiv. I believe in the Ukrainian army, and I believe into the international support, into the civilized world. So I'm not provoking panic, guys. But it's impossible just not to do anything at all. Yes? So if you just stay at home and do nothing, Putin will continue. Because it looks like it's all fine and everybody agrees with what's happening. I'm reading your comments. Yeah. I'm doing long pauses and reading your comments. I want to be friends with Russians, with Russian people. I want peace in Ukraine, but I want to stay Ukrainian to be friends. I want to be friends with Russia, but I want to be a Ukrainian. And Russians are more than welcome to come here for tourism. I will guide you guys in the exclusion zone in Kyiv. I will show you the place that you think is so important for your culture, that makes your history longer and deeper. You can come and feel it. You can touch Kyiv. Spiritually, you can be a guest here. But it's not yours. It's ours. This is our home in Ukraine. You can receive a residence permit. You can live here. You can retire here. But you should respect Ukraine as a country, Ukrainians as a nation. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for your attention. Again, do not send me personal messages because my phone will be out of charge very fast because of your messages, and you use all of my internet traffic. And I need right now internet traffic to understand what's going on and if there are any alarm where I should run into the shelter and when is it safe for me to come back home. Because we need water, we need, you don't imagine what it means to have 3 little children. It's not easy to go to stay with them in the shelter. Okay, so please don't write me personal messages. You can comment under this live stream. Okay, I will look through these comments. I'm reading them right now. Okay, please, instead of buying me coffee, donate directly to the Ukrainian army. I will put the links into the comments, and I already posted it last night. There is the Ukrainian organization, which is called Come Back Alive, ПОВЕРНИСЬ ЖИВИМ. And they already supporting the Ukrainian army for the last 8 years. They are very reliable and they are doing the great work. And most of all, the most important, express your support of Ukraine. Make a post on Facebook, go on the street, tell your colleagues, tell your relatives, tell your friends. The world is under threat. Not only Ukraine is under threat. What's happening is really terrible, and I'm not over-exaggerating. Please stop Putin. Please stop war in Ukraine.
Хто такий Путін?
Президент Росії.